Hello and welcome to C++11 Beginner Tutorials by Gamer2Creator. I'm Chris. So last time we talked about the Boolean variables. They're a data type that can be true or false. Now, I never did show you guys how to assign a value of true or false to a bool, so let's do that. Here we're going to do b is equal to true. And you use the keyword true in order to do this. You can also do b equals false. And that's how you assign a Boolean value. Now, the reason I wanted to save this for the last data type introduced is because this introduces more concepts. The reason that a Boolean value is important to programming is that you can use it to make decisions within your code. This is how you make a decision. If b is equal to true, else do this. So what we've done here is we have branched the execution of our code, and we're going to use the debugger to step through, and I'll show you exactly how it works. But I want to make the point that this is actually redundant. First let's get rid of this. So we've assigned b to false, and then we check if, which is like asking a question, if what's in these parentheses evaluates to true, then we do what's in between these two brackets. And you can put all kinds of code in here, any code that you want. If it doesn't equal true, then the else statement triggers, and we do what's in between these brackets. Now, the else is completely optional. You don't need an else. You can just continue on writing your code, and if this is true, this will trigger. And if it isn't, then it'll just continue. It'll skip what's in this brackets and just continue line for line. So we're going to put some code in here. We're just going to print out that b was found to be true, or if it wasn't, b was found to be false. So as you can see, since b is false, because we said it is, then our if statement comes in here and says, is b equal to true? Now this operator takes in a Boolean value here and a Boolean value here. Excuse me. It doesn't take in Boolean values, but it takes in two values, any two values, and compares them. They can be bools, and in this case they are bools. Here we have a b bool that is equal to false, and we have a true, which is a bool that is equal to true. Since b is false and this one is true, they are not equal. So this equates to, and it's as if this was replaced with false as the program executes. So the if statement says, well, is what is in here equating to true? No, it equated to false. So it's not going to do what's in this brackets. It's going to do what's in this bracket. And so let's watch it do it. So it skipped over our first brackets and only did the next brackets. Now let's watch this. We're going to open up the debugger. We're going to stop the program right here and watch what it does. And as I hit go over, it's going to go to the next line and show you where it jumped to. It jumped all the way from the if to this line and then continues down our program. And white space, it doesn't care about white space. So let's make B true. We're going to put B in here, and since this is a Boolean value, it can equate this to either true or false. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to watch it execute. So we stop it, we step over, and now it's doing the equation. Is B equal to true? Yes. So it's going to execute the code in here. It just print B is true, as we see. But then it's going to skip over the else and just continue on like the code inside the else never existed. And then it goes and our program exits. So that is the basic use of a Boolean value. You'll be doing this over and over and over again all the time you're programming. So there you have it. That's all the built-in types in C++. When you start doing object-oriented programming, you'll be creating your own types. But you're not going to be creating any of these base types. You'll just be using them. And all of your classes will be built out of these base types.